welcome everyone to another Skyrim Creation Club review. This time we are examining, scrutinising and revising the Shadowrend creation by taking a look at everything this creation has to offer, including how to get it, checking out its aesthetics, discussing the lore behind it, how powerful it is, and showing off some gameplay. At the end of the video, I'll give it a rating out of 5 and let you know if I think it's worth spending your cash money or Wonga on the creation. With the pleasantries out of the way, let's get on with the video. So what is Shadowrend? Let's read the creation description. To obtain the legendary Shadowrend, an enchanted sword or battle axe of tremendous power, you need only face the most worthy foe imaginable, yourself. Quest implemented by Richard Onoctium Edwards. When you first load up the game after downloading the creation, you'll be given a quest with an interesting title, Through a Glass, Darkly. An inner voice is telling me I must confront a darkness within myself. I am drawn towards a geyser pool in Eastmarch. Perhaps answers lie there. The quest marker takes us to the geyser, which is just northeast of the Atronach stone, in my opinion the best standing stone in the game. Be aware that a dragon usually roams this area, so come prepared. As you approach the map marker, you'll notice some black liquid starts bubbling up from the ground, revealing Shadowrend. And the first thing you'll notice about it is that it switches between a greatsword and a battle axe every few seconds. When you attempt to take Shadowrend, a shadow of yourself will spawn and attack you. Take care of the imposter. And then you can take Shadowrend when it's displaying as the type of weapon that you want. But don't worry if you accidentally take the wrong weapon, you can swap it out whenever you want. Shadowrend has the same base damage as Dragonbone battle axes and greatswords, making it the equal highest damage battle axe or greatsword in the game. So it's great for late game high level characters, and ridiculously powerful for low level characters. You can actually get this at level 1, making it easily the most powerful weapon you can access at level 1, unless you have another weapon mod installed. It's also enchanted with weakness to magic, making your target 15% weaker to magic, which means Shadowrend is great for mage blades or just as a weapon to switch to when your mage runs out of magicka. It can be upgraded at a forge using an ebony ingot and the arcane blacksmithing perk, and it can be improved twice as much with the Daedric blacksmithing perk. Just be aware that if you have improved Shadowrend at a grindstone and then decide to switch weapon types, you will lose the improved version and be given the base damage version. Even if you switch back to the original weapon type you were using before, you will still get the base damage version, so just keep that in mind. The thing that makes this creation stand out compared to free mods is the way the weapon looks. It looks deathly, with the chilling and creepy black mist that surrounds the weapon, making it look truly evil. The entire battle axe is heavily engraved with intricate Daedric markings, as well as the hilt of the greatsword, and the greatsword blade is jagged, not clean and straight like most greatswords. The black mist adds so much to this weapon, making it something that looks awesome and unique. Shadowrend is a Daedric artifact of the Daedric prince Sheogorath and was first introduced to us in Elder Scrolls V Oblivion in the Shivering Isles DLC during the Symbols of Office quest, where you are forced to fight your doppelganger, which is why you have to fight your shadow to get Shadowrend in Skyrim. In Oblivion, Shadowrend appears as either a two-handed blade or a two-handed axe, depending on whether the hero's blunt or blade skill is higher, which is why in this creation you can swap between the greatsword and the battle axe. And it had the same enchantment as this creation. Your target is 15% weaker to magic for 30 seconds, however the Oblivion version also had a damage health enchantment that increased by up to 30 points depending on your level. The weapon looked really creepy in Oblivion, and they did a good job of keeping the creepiness levels high for the Skyrim version. So now that we've examined, scrutinised and revised Shadowrend, it's time to give it a rating out of 5 and discuss whether I think it's worth spending your hard-earned cash on. Shadowrend is a powerful, fantastic looking weapon with an interesting quest behind it. It looks like a premium mod. If this was released as a free mod, it would probably end up being one of the most downloaded and endorsed weapon mods for Skyrim Special Edition anyway, so for those reasons I'm going to give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Now I haven't given it 5 because it's not new or original, it's a straight up copy of the original Shadowrend from Oblivion. Although it's a fantastic copy, and I think it's definitely worth buying for PS4 and even Xbox One and PC, because it just looks awesome, and is now my go-to and favourite two-handed weapon in Skyrim, meaning I will get a lot of use out of it. The only reason I could think of that would stop you from getting Shadowrend is if you just flat out don't like two-handed weapons. In that case, fair enough, you probably shouldn't waste your money, but for those of you who do use two-handed weapons and you have a little bit of spare cash, you should probably buy Shadowrend. But of course, you've now seen the creation for yourself, so it's up to you to decide whether you think it's worth buying. That takes us to the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it or found it helpful in some way. If you did, please leave a like, click subscribe and hit the notifications bell button to see more videos like this in the future. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so any help in getting there is much appreciated. Now just sit back, relax and enjoy some Shadowrend gameplay. I'll see you in the next video. May Talos guide you.